show where, just like our emotions, the beers are bottled and canned.
Every episode, we try some beer, talk about life. We really don't know shit about either, so don't set your expectations too high.
Our credentials, null. Our expertise, void. So don't take anything we say too serious.
Let's talk some shit.
Welcome back to the show where
I hit the wrong button first.
we're learning. The show where we're learning as always.
I hit the intro instead of the fucking switch the screen, so you guys
It's
got
okay.
close up at my face. It was like that.
And then the intro and the show where the intro started too early. It's
whole
okay.
fucking
It's
thing.
okay. It's bottled and canned. It's episode number 34.
bottledandcannedpod@gmail.com. Is it too soon to do all that?
We usually do that later, but I
Oh.
like how you have zeal today. You got fire about you, and I appreciate it.
Snorting Adderall.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
I'm Jason.
And we're having a good time. I'm having a bad hair day, and I'm just gonna let it happen. it is what it is.
Dude, I walked in, I was like, what the fuck? This dude didn't even go get his hair did?
No, it's a whole thing. I just landed from Detroit hours ago and had to come back and work for a little bit and kind of finish my day. And then I had a rush to get to the this all setup done, and then I've got a rush after we're done to eat and get to my son's photo shoot. It is just like
A day.
whew.
Yeah, we could have squeezed this in tomorrow.
No, but we have to go live. You know, we've got a loyal
Did
following.
you hang out with
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very loyal following.
You know, all the people that watch us live would feel crushed if we didn't.
Right, we would
Yeah.
ruin their days.
Yeah.
Did you hang out with M or Kid Rock?
Yeah, well, I spent more time on 10 Mile than I did near 8 Mile.
Okay, gotcha.
So didn't really see M or Man Rock.
Yeah, he's Man Rock. You know,
He's old now. You can't call him
dude.
Kid Rock anymore.
No, and he's
Man
a
Rock.
country singer, isn't he? But
I
then
have no fucking idea.
But he did start off as like a rapper, right? Back in the day, he started off rapping, and then he
kind
went
of like a rapper rocker.
But I thought
Yeah.
it was more rap, and then he went to the rapper rocker with the
Did he?
ball.
Okay, is that
like
true?
before that was like rap, I believe. I'm trying to recall it correctly.
You would know.
Yeah,
As we were saying before, you're fucking old, you know. So
I know, dude. Like I said, I mentioned us listeners, and I was telling Matt, I was at a meeting today, and we're talking about old school shit, and I was like, oh yeah, like the Garbage Pail Kids, and they all looked at me like, what? And I was like, never mind. It's like Cabbage Patch. I was like, no, it's Garbage Pail. This is a thing for all us old timers where they're like they were like Cabbage Patch Kids, but they all had like gross things.
no, yeah, totally. I know what they are.
Dude, they were
absolutely, and there was like cards and
there was a whole thing. They were kind of cool.
toys. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, God damn it, I just dated myself. As I was saying it, I was like, no, I'm not in that circle. They're not going to know what this is.
No, are you familiar with the current Labubu phenomenon?
Labubu?
Labubu. None of this sounds familiar.
Dude,
to you?
this was actually somebody had a Labubu at this meeting, and they're like, what's that? They're like, is that your Labubu? I go, what the fuck is a Labubu? Like a fur, and that's what started a conversation. They go, oh, you guys remember fur babies? I was like, you remember Garbage Pail Kids? They're like, what are you talking about?
So I figured
like,
when
Labubus.
it's funny that when you brought it up, this is what it reminded me of, and in real life, this thing reminded you of Garbage Pail Kids.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it's like this little demonic, kind of strange looking creature, but it's also kind of cute. Someone described it as a demonic Teletubby, and that kind of tracks for me if you know what a Teletubby is or was. You know, different,
yeah.
but the ears.
Yeah, I think somebody else
shapes,
in the room was like, "Oh, it's kind of like it's like this generation's troll dolls," and I was like,
Sure.
You
yeah,
know,
that's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Or even like, you remember the Furby, I think, or like
"Yeah, that's it." What I call Furby,
No,
not
and then,
Furbaby.
dude,
Yeah,
even before that, like the TY Beanie Baby craze.
the Beanie Baby that was
That
fucking,
Beanie Baby
bro.
craze was fucking real, dude.
So when I was like, it was my second job. So I got my first job. I think we talked about this on the show. I was like worked at Jan's Corner Cafe. I was like 14. Had to get a work permit, right?
Right.
When I turned 16, I wanted to get a job because I got my license, I get gas and the whole deal. And I was like, all right, shit. And I ended up getting a job at McDonald's. But the McDonald's I got at, I was like, I refused to work at McDonald's in my own hometown. So I went a town over. And then I was applying to go work at this new hardware store. It's like a Home Depot. It was called Menards back where we're from, right?
Yeah, I know Menards. There's
yeah.
actually some here, oddly.
Are there?
I thought so.
You must have.
Yeah.
You probably saw one. I'm sure they're in Detroit. They're out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
They're super common everywhere else.
So
yeah.
so I was like, but anyways, I was working at McDonald's and then I went in one day to get like my check, and they were doing the Beanie Baby thing, and the place was fucking packed. They're like, oh my God, can you come in? We really need somebody. And I just looked at the fucking line and how hard everybody was working and this Beanie Baby thing. I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to come in tomorrow either. I think I quit. And that's how I quit McDonald's. I was just like, yeah, this shit's too out of control.
So that's interesting.
It was
like,
the Beanie Babies. I was like,
mechanism.
yeah, no, I'm not coming back. Actually.
How many days into that job were you?
Oh, dude, I was there for like a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there for
crazy.
I was there for such a long time, and I was just picking up a check. But I had already known like they were opening the Menards down the road, so it was like a 2-week layout.
Okay.
Like I was planning on leaving anyway. But
that was okay. That makes
yeah.
more
But I was
sense.
just like I was like, dude, when they said that, I was like, yeah, I can't make it in, and I'm not gonna come back tomorrow either. Like I think I'm done.
That's wild, dude.
I was like, if the fucking lines were ridiculous, I was like, I mean, I just worked here for the free
Your
nuggets.
shift would go faster. Who cares? You know. Okay. Anyway, no, I don't know shit. That's wild,
dude. You know what's interesting about that is that we were at was it 3 Square? Is that like where they were packaging food? We're doing a work event.
Yeah.
We were packaging food for half a day down there, like for all like the needy kids, which is a good cause. Man, they were complimenting me on how fast I was working. I was in charge of a couple things, like making sure every space had like all their boxes of like the food. Like, oh, here's the apples, here's this. Like anytime, like during the assembly line they ran out, I was like running back and forth. I was like a runner, getting the boxes, tearing them up. And I just remember thinking like, you know what, dude, I would fucking crush it right now as an hourly employee. I would fucking light it up. I mean, these people at 3 were like, man, you're working so hard, you're doing so good. I was like, we got a job to do.
Dude,
let's fucking
very
do it.
Recently, I was like when I worked for that guy for a little bit. I was like, we had a sponsorship at this event, and I was like running around, like hustling at the tent and doing all these things, and then I was like, all of a sudden, the event staff came over and they were like, "Hey, can you help us with this? Can you do this?" And I was just, they were like leaning into me, and I was just like helping them, and I was helping set up tents and things, and I was just hustling. It was 110 degrees out,
sweating
my
ass
off, and again, I'm like so proud of that. And anyway, and all the people around me like, bro, you're like a hustler. You should just run this event. You know, and like it was weird. But like, and by the way, the guy that I worked for that night texted me and was mad that I didn't post enough Instagram stories. He's like, I had this sponsorship. Where's my thing? And, meanwhile, just to be a dick, I sat and like calculated like how full the stadium was, how many seats it sat, and I counted our flips on a digital billboard to like show him that the amount of views that we get in the stadium alone that evening is worth more than 4 million Instagram posts or whatever from an impressions perspective, you know. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm like talking shop kind of, but anyway, it was just hilarious that I work for this guy, and he's just like, he's so upset about Instagram stories, but meanwhile, at his event with someone wearing his t-shirt, everyone's going, dude, you're hustling. What great work. You're representing that brand. The event staff. I was announcing Knights and Raiders players that night, by the way. They eventually turned me into the announcer for all the players as they came
Right,
on.
and this guy's like, you're not posting enough. Right, because I was running your fucking event, bro.
Again, a sponsored. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it's wild. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sorry, I just, that
Dude,
kind
no,
of opened up a rabbit hole. But it was just like, that appreciation when people see that hustle and like tell you makes you want to hustle more. And it makes you go harder, dude. You're
Dude,
like,
I just had this conversation with somebody else. They're like one dude that works for me is like, hey man, I do better when my back's against the wall. I was like, that's opposite, because whenever I've been told, hey man, you're doing a good job, my first reaction is, wait till you fucking see what I do next, bro. I'm gonna fucking crush it even more. You tell me, oh dude, you could be doing better. I'll tell you, fuck you, eat a dick. You do it then.
I feel you do. All right. Yeah.
You don't like what I'm doing, then you do it. That's my attitude, you know. But you tell me I do good. Wait till you. It's odd, but like being in that place and hustling. Like I was like knocking this girl out of the way. Get the fuck out of here. You're not doing it quick enough. I got it. Have a seat on the bench. I'll call you when I need to.
I'll tell you what.
Take a break.
I'll tell you what. Give me all your stuff. And I know. I feel you, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah,
man.
just cheer me on. You sit there. I got you.
Yeah.
Just get out of my way, though.
I love it, dude.
But doing that, what it really did was like after like doing that, making me realize, breaking a sweat, being a good hourly employee. I thought, you know what I need after a day like this? A nice cold fucking beer. So
my man, I think it's time for today's beer.
Today's beer. Today's beer.
Today's beer.
Today's.
Oh, motherfucker. It is today's beer. It is a golden ale. I'm sorry, forgive me, a blonde ale. Same difference. It's kind of a interchangeable style and term often. But anyway, it's a golden ale from CraftHaus out here in Las Vegas, hometown brewery. It's called Rebel Spirit.
Is it bottled? or is it canned?
Oh, very curious are we today?
I am. Yes.
We're asking fantastic questions, and
Not
I
quite as
appreciate-
quickly as you would like me to, but
Not
I was a little
necessarily.
lost.
We're not in a race.
I was thinking about what the topic would be. I was way ahead of
Oh,
my
I
head.
see. So you're playing chess. I'm playing checkers over here.
Yeah,
but,
I'm like 6 moves ahead. Like, what
but
the fuck are we gonna talk about?
It is canned, because you asked. It's a canned beer. But dude,
It's a weird question to ask because I can see it.
I understand, but it's for the listener and the viewer. And did the clip pop up? Yeah, the clip should have popped up. But anyway, so talk to me, Nerdo. Tell me what the can invokes. Tell me what you see, bud.
Well, it's a golden ale. It reminds me of UNLV, and I can't really put my finger on why.
Oh, don't be coy. Don't be a
reminds
smart
me-
ass.
Of the Runnin' Rebels and
No, it is a UNLV partnership
Dude,
beer.
Can I tell you why this is a good beer today?
Tell me why it's a good beer today.
Because I just went to Summer League.
You did. Oh, so you were down at where the UNLV basketball
Yes,
Run
they have it
Rebels
at
play.
Yeah, I
Right,
sat
right.
at Cox Pavilion. Just
Yeah.
shout out to Thomas and Mac. There's
Thomas and Mac,
that's
baby,
good,
shout
that's
out.
good. That's good. But the problem was I went out to grab a beer and then I had to wait in line. I missed the entire like second quarter of the Bulls game.
Oh,
Because I was like, dude, they're not letting us in, and they're like, because the place was full. But I was telling them, I'm like, look, I just came out, and the guy was like, everyone says that. I can't remember if I don't remember everybody. I was like, you want me to take a fucking selfie next time? Like, we can take a selfie. He said, no, that's not going to work either. I go, well, how do I get out to use the restroom and get a beer? It was kind of a pain in the ass. But anyways,
wow.
point is that
that sounds like
outside of that one
incident.
incident, it was a lot of fun, and I liked. Just a side note for all the Chicago Bulls fans out there, dude. Look, don't put your high expectations on this French guy we drafted in the first round. Like, I don't think that dude's going to be anything. He got like a little. What are you doing?
I'm just pointing out Boulevard while you're talking about
Okay,
your exciting
okay.
French draft pick.
Yeah, like he was like, oh shit, my leg hurts, and then he left for the game. I don't even know, but we got this little Asian guy. He's like 5'4". I don't know what he is. That dude is exciting. Now that's the guy I hope makes the team. This French guy we picked up in the first round, I'm ready to call him a bust. Ship him out.
So you're telling me you chose to do all this Chicago Bulls deep analysis and lore instead of setting your fucking mic down so I could talk so you could properly pour your beer.
Yeah.
This is the flaw of you having to hold your mic is you can never properly pour the beer. You just dump it in there.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not a fucking Gatorade jug,
Yeah.
bro. All right, dude. Why are you drinking it? No, don't try it like that. That's okay. The whole point of trying it in these glasses is like you're getting the
I'm a
aroma
novice.
and the smells. But just like when you just dump it down in the can, you're not even
I'm
getting
fired
the
up
taste
about
of
the Bulls.
beer.
You're the one that brought the beer out.
I
and said,
understand that,
you
but
brought the beer out, and it reminded me because I was just on their fucking campus today.
I understand. But
or
like, what do
Saturday.
we do every time? You wait till you try the beer out of the glass and then refill it. Every time you
No.
can't wait, you just start chugging the fucking aluminum every time we're here.
I like metallic flavors.
Oh my God. There's just no aroma. There's no nose. It's like you get nothing on it. All right, cheers, dude. You
Yeah.
absolute
Jesus.
savage. Let's do this like gentlemen, you fucking prick. Jesus. All right.
It smells sweet. Is it cherry that I smell?
Honestly, like I don't these are pretty like mild beer in flavor and malt and hop. They're just kind of all around like well-rounded, drinkable, crushable beers, but they just have like a little bit more character than like a lager. Like it's not going to be a Bud Light because it's not going to be watery as much, but it's not going to be dominant necessarily in any other flavor.
It's mid mouth, but on the sides is where I'm feeling it. It doesn't coat the whole mouth. It is very light.
Right. It's going to be
Is it-
mild on all the sides. It's mild on malt. It's mild on hop. It's mild on funkiness or any kind of like deep beer flavor.
I think
But it's more rich
My-
and flavorful than like a Bud Light.
my ranking systems are changing a little bit because this is very chuggable.
And again, but that's always been an important metric for you.
Right, but now I'm thinking it's
Always.
almost like, but my taste is changing. Like I would rather have a full flavored, heavy one beer a night rather than chug 7 of these
Okay.
now. So like things are changing
that
for
is
me.
that's been my arc for years. Is like the show we drink like again one or maybe like one other two. I usually have one other small one. Like that is me. I don't want to go and do like light beers all night. I'll do that if I'm going to like a sporting event because
You
I
can
like
have like 4 or 5 throughout
right
the
because
event.
then you can space them out.
3
Right. I
hours
don't want
or
to be. I almost don't want a heavy beer when I'm doing. I don't want IPAs and stuff when I'm out like doing that. Like I want to. Yeah, I want to stay.
I want to be able
light.
to keep drinking.
I want to pace. I don't want to ever get too uncomfy. Where at home, I'm looking to like drink as efficiently as possible and as
Right.
cheap as possible. Like
Catch
from
a-
a
catch
calorie
maybe-
perspective, I have one or two, like one.
Catch maybe a slight little buzz.
Just
like,
get
a-
happy, and
right,
then
just
again,
cut the edge, and it's a good flavor. Like, yeah. So, like, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm changing.
you're getting there. You're getting that. That's exactly right. And then
Does that
again,
mean you have to go back and re-rank all the fucking beers?
no, we can't do that. Now, it is true that I would look up like my old rankings of beers and really be like, God, that's a
You're an
cringy
analytics guy.
That's a cringy rating. Like, I do not like some of the old ratings I gave these beers, but at this point, I
But
trust
that's where you were at.
I trust my palate better today than I ever did. So like I don't overthink it. I taste and I
dude.
rank the beers,
My-
and I
my-
feel really confident. At
My
this
one
point.
suggestion from this show for anybody ever is I think the best thing to do in life is overthink everything. I think that's just a
Great
solid,
advice. Great advice.
solid like
Okay.
thing to do.
Great
Just
advice.
constantly think yourself in and out of things. Like, yeah, so I would overthink
Yeah,
it for
bro.
sure. But no, anyways, dude, I think things are changing. But I remember when I was I worked for a liquor distributor, and my uncle was teaching me like the wine. I remember having the first glass of wine. That's all fucking. But after a while, after you get accustomed to understanding the different flavors and how they hit and analyzing them, one is I realized like certain quality, and I can't say price wise, but there's a certain quality of like wine that'll give me a headache, right? So I always like to go to the winery directs because it feels like you get a little good value out of it, you know, when you go to like a Total Wine. But what I noticed is like over time, my palate has changed, and I don't need to have $100 bottle. But you know, like if I really want to enjoy something, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to spend a little bit extra money,
Right.
and I'm going to sip it, and I'm going to enjoy it. And that's kind of where I've gotten with beer, as opposed to in the past, it was like, it's just a cheap drunk. You know, it's like I don't want to get a scotch or a tequila all the time. It's like let me just get some beers, but then I just get full on a light beer. But like I don't want to drink 6 beers. I want to have one now. So things have changed. So my ranking system is now going to change.
And it's something that's true is like, especially as I've gotten a little bit older, like I just went on this trip to KC with my friends to like my boys' like kind of reception party wedding thing. And what was kind of like interesting was how full I kept feeling with the beers because, and again, I've always like, I don't usually day drink either. Like I really can't do that. Like, and again, like all these competitive eaters, they fill their body with food and water to like expand their stomach. So I just don't like do that anymore. I don't even eat lunch. So it's like around lunchtime, if I drink 1 beer with lunch or 2 beers and ate food, I was like, ugh, just like so weighed down and like so full, like so big. And then I was like, you want a beer? And I was like, I do, but I'm just so full. I just remember thinking that more as I've gotten older that I experienced that. And again, when I think back to it, is like that's what happens during the day. I don't put anything. I fast all day. I don't put anything in my system. Then when I drink or eat dinner, drink a beer, like I'm not putting that much volume in there anymore because I don't drink like that much quantity of liquid. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's just interesting thought. Like, but I was feeling it this last trip, bro. I was feeling old. So, but it's gonna be blast. I'll show you some of the footage. It was fun, but yeah. So I got I do my videos. I'm cutting one.
Dude, I
for
do.
it,
I like
so.
your videos. And this is gonna sound, dude, to like somebody that doesn't know Instagram. I don't even know how to do our socials and tag shit. Like I'm texting you there, like, dude, I've been tagging this shit wrong. Like I don't even know what I'm fucking doing. Like trying to edit the videos. I've always had an appreciation for somebody that can edit their videos and take the time and enjoy it. I barely learned how to stack 2 things. You know, like I can't even do it all the time. Like, dude, to edit a video, just there's a lot of work, man.
What I think is it
First of all, finding the software to make it work as
yeah,
intuitive as
and
you
I-
want, and
I-
once you
right.
like, once you
And-
work
and
that
I
out-
use like a child's like software compared to like real softwares, but it works for me, and again, it allows me to be. I feel comfortable, and I can be creative when I'm comfortable. If I'm too worried about the levers, anyway. But yeah, like I just don't want to give myself too much credit because my tool is an easier one.
But
so.
no, but it's still cool. Like, dude, it's really impressive when you do the stuff and putting the background. Like, you know, there's some tools that I found that were a little bit easier than others, but I can't even use those very well. And then I look at like we have another friend that's really big into making videos and stuff too, and I'm like, man, I don't even know. Like, even I don't even know.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, dude, it's a lot of work, but it's so cool when you can document your family's trips. It's better than the slideshows. Remember those slideshows?
I do. Sorry, I remember the slideshow. There's a huge drama thing that just like capped off here in my text. I will tell you later. I cannot say it on air. Holy shit! Sorry.
Work related?
No, like kind of friend group related that I was waiting for. Anyway, sorry, that was a big moment that just got revealed. It was like a soap opera drama just got revealed on my phone. That's awesome. I'll cover that later. What was the question again? My brain got diverted. What were we talking about?
We were talking about videos. I was saying like,
Yeah,
a whole
okay, the
new
editing
appreciation
thing and like a whole different thing.
now that
Yeah,
I've
no.
attempted it and realized I can't do it,
You
I'm
can
like, wow.
do it if you put if you just put time into it. And again, I can't wait to show you like what it looks like unedited here in a minute. Like once we're done with the show, like I'll pull it up for 2 seconds and just show you like what you basically like. It's like a butcher. You start with a whole cow, and you've got to carve it into all the individual pieces. It's like, and how do you do that? And then you got to fit it in within like a time frame of a song. And I picked the song already, so now I've kind of got a vision of what I want to pace out. Anyway, we'll see.
Can I tell you how proud I am of myself? Like when I do,
I'm
like
proud of you too, dude.
When I do the little reels, like or add to the story, and I'm like, and I find the song that fits the story. I'm
Dude,
like,
I've never seen a story, but my wife probably has. I don't look at stories. I don't open Instagram, dude. I don't even look at the posts.
yeah, the weed one, for example. Like we posted that beer. Like what was the beer that we had? Like the
was it Interstate 420?
yeah,
or
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah. Something
yeah,
like that.
what's it?
What am I saying? We got the list right.
Yeah, what was it? What was the
here,
name
bro.
of that? What's the name of the band?
Reefer Madness.
Right. What? Because I got high.
Yeah.
Because I got. Who are those guys?
I was gonna eat your pussy too,
But then I got high.
It's Afro Man from Ohio.
Yes. Like, dude, like I'm having the most fun tying the beer to a music clip than doing any of the other. Like that's like, I'm like, oh, that one fits.
It's okay. Again, like just
that's
have fun.
the fun part.
That is hilarious. You post stories though, and I'm so proud of you. I didn't even know that. So all right, that's how much we care. But guys, for
You have
anyone,
to rate this.
If anyone's, I know we got to rate it. But for anyone who's new to the show, we treat this like
Our lives depend on
a
it.
cover band. We treat this like a bowling league where they don't keep score. Like part of this is for just kind of cathartic, therapeutic reasons. That we try not to take the show too serious, and that's okay if that turns people off, and that's like kind of like we're like underproduced and a little sloppy.
But that's part of the.
And then like you learning,
of
like I know so much more about how to navigate that social media stuff. I could give you so much guidance and like thoughts and like give you a vision of what I want. I don't even care. I just give it to you like this, like almost boomer, just to figure out on your own,
Dude.
And you've been making leaps and bounds, but like where it started, you were like, you know, it was
sometimes I ask
hilarious.
questions. I'm like, hey
dude.
man, did you do this? I'm like, oh, never mind. Apparently, I could only do that for my phone for some reason because the fucking desktop version is not giving me the button.
Right. So,
I'm like, what the fuck?
But how much have you learned, bro? Like and
a
again,
lot.
you going through the process, opening tickets with Twitch, and like,
Right, like,
integrating it. Like that's what it takes. Is like you just have to solve problems. Like these are young kids in the same space.
Right. It's
They just figure it out. They Google it.
well,
they just
and
solve
that was the
it,
other thing
you know?
too. Is like because I am not even personally. I don't do social media because
Right.
I just fucking don't like
dumb
it,
as
man.
shit, but yeah.
I just don't fucking like it, dude. I just not into it. It's not like I like reels. Like if you look at my reels, you look at the things I search. It's like golf clips, fighting, girls with big boobs, and that's pretty much all the things I'm recommended. Right. So what are you looking at?
We have never had anyone talk to us in Twitch chat. Like we've never had a live viewer.
Do we have a live viewer?
There is someone like giving meaningful commentary in the chat right now.
Can he call
Like,
in? Give me your number.
We can't. There's no calling into the show.
What's he saying?
He's saying,
It's probably my.
that's just a super nice thing, dude.
What'd he say?
Okay, so anyway, listen. This is so unprecedented. Like when you run a show, like who cares if someone's like chat goes the whole time. Like you kind of acknowledge it. You can like on a live stream.
Is
But-
it Shintu?
No, I just feel so like meaningful. I don't know. I'm gonna read this. That's okay.
Okay, yeah, let's read it. Let's see what he's got to say.
His name is the Beer Jesus.
Hey, what's up, Beer Jesus?
Hell
Jesus.
yeah, dude.
Is it not Beer
The
Jesus?
Beer Jesus. This is awesome, dude. Someone say cold beer. Blonde ale, I think, are mostly more herbal hops, and golden ale, I think, is more pilsner and malt based. And again, that's like technically correct, right? But a lot of times people will blend the two styles, but there is technically like a different character. That's very correct. Like, man, follow gents. Welcome to Twitch. Nice.
Cheers.
Tiku, but he appreciates the glass.
All right.
He knows the glass is
Cheers,
proper. so
cheers to the
to
beers,
Beer
Jesus.
Welp must be a Tecate fan. I don't know what that means. Like,
Tecate is a Mexican beer. It's a lot.
yeah, so you like those. All right, because I was calling that out. And then Golden Ales are a strange one. I think they're almost Kolsch-like, but the noble hops are what help the Kolsch. And he's right. Like, I had a Kolsch the other day.
Is that the one with that weird stopper on the top?
No, I had a Kolsch. Wait, last night when I was in Detroit, I was at the spot. I had a Kolsch from like one of the local breweries. It was so like hop forward. One of the more like hop forward Kolsch's I've had in a long time. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Just give them a shout out. But it was fantastic. It was called the Good Hydration. It's a Kolsch from Drafting Table Brewing Company in collaboration with Special Artisan Ales out of Grand Rapids. So anyway, it was awesome. Good, but I think of that song, Good Vibration, Good Hydration. Anyway, sorry, but
is that CNC Music Factory?
yeah, I think so. You're right.
What,
Dude, we'll talk about that later too. IPA Ooey Shivers had a bad hangover where I drank too many of them. The worst headache. LOL. Follow the Instagram. You two have a blessed weekend. Honestly, editing takes a team.
Thank you, dude. It
But
does.
dude, I mean, actual like engagement from the
Thank
first
you.
person ever.
What do you say about Instagram? Who are we supposed to follow?
He followed us on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
So-
we'll follow him
so,
back. I'll go
that's
look that up.
sick,
After.
dude.
Thank you.
Again, like,
Can
but
I-
like just like I said, we treat this like a cover band or treat this like an indie like bowling league. Like when I was in music, I'm gonna rate this beer. When I was in music, like I didn't do it for like reaching 1 million people. I did it for like reaching
So
5 people.
Can-
you know what I mean? And that's like.
Can I just share something real
thank
quick
you, Beer
about it?
Jesus, for being kind. Go ahead.
I love.
Go ahead.
First of all, I love Beer Jesus.
Thank you, dude. That was so kind to join us.
Yeah, that was very nice of him to join us. I like that. Beer Jesus is good. It makes me wonder though. Like, did you know that there's been like between 9 and like 14 species of humans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like, I don't know what
Homo
extinct
florensis
them all. I don't
and-
know if we've ever. I never looked up to see if we all just like blended together and we all just kind of procreate.
There's like theories, yeah, like partially, yeah.
Like how did they all go extinct? But my thought is like,
Yeah.
let's say the Neanderthals. I
Yeah,
think we
sure.
were all crossing paths. There's like different
Correct,
species.
yeah.
And we probably killed them.
Interbreeding, or they would be like some
Right, I think there's some DNA. of-
unagreed upon love, or you know.
Yeah, exactly. But it makes me wonder if all the previous species of, if those that follow religion say God put us here, let there be light, let this, like in religion they only typically cover one species of people. But made me wonder is like what species of, or at least they don't ask about it, what species of people is fucking Adam and Eve? Are they Homo sapiens? Are they Neanderthals?
wild.
What the fuck are they?
The beer that I almost picked was going to be a religious topic, and I just stayed away from it. Now you got this Adam and Eve thing coming up. It's funny. Okay,
Well, it makes me wonder, like Beer Jesus. Did it made me
feel
think
you.
of like
Sparked it.
like did all these other species of people have their Jesuses? Like did God put everybody here and have their own sort of Neanderthal Jesus or their whatever Homo erectus Jesus? Is that a thing? Is that was one of them, right? I don't know. I don't know all the 14 species of people.
yeah. No, like Homo
actually,
they're discovered a few more, like in more recent years.
Yeah, I think
and
there's
stuff,
like 9 for sure, and there's 14 like maybe.
Exactly. It's like again, but there's it's complicated, but that sounds about right. You know,
I don't think any of them were advanced.
like a
Do you think any of them had
fringe topic.
advanced technology and then left us?
I don't know. Like I don't. Think, I love that question. By the way, before I answer that, can we rate the fucking beer, bro?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is like we're 28 minutes in,
and we said this one's
have
gotta
to
be
rush
short.
to an hour. We have to finish in
And
an
we were
hour.
fucking getting carried away,
We
like-
haven't rated the beer.
This is
dude.
as ADD as the first episode.
We've never fucked it up like this. Like we have been. I am so
Yeah, but this is fun.
litigious, but I'm so like tired and.
I'm so
warped.
litigious.
Yeah, like I keep things.
That was
like,
in a Friends episode where Rachel was like,
Look at the bags under
I'm
my
not
eyes. Do you
litigious.
see? Do you
What
see the bag?
episode was that? Beer Jesus. Did you watch that Friends episode? I think he left because
he left.
Yeah,
But
What-
do you see like do I have bags? I have bags under my eyes, bro. Like it is. It is
I think you
8:30
need
for
to
my
hydrate
body.
it because I got bags under my eyes, but I am.
Rate the fucking beer, Jason. Otherwise, the show
we go
will
back to the
never move
analytics?
on. So I will give you the analytics in a fucking moment.
Listen, I feel bad because I'm gonna rate this down because the drink. So here's the thing about my drinkability score. It's changing. I want something to be drinkable, but I don't need to crush 6 or 7, right? In an hour. This is very easy. This is like if I'm at a ball game. This is a ball game summertime beer. I'm going to Chicago. Going to go to see the Cubs. Yo, I'm gonna ask for the Rebel Spirit. They probably only have old style at the fucking Wrigley Field because that's what they got. And this is better than that. So.
Wow.
I think the ranking should be in terms of what it is, not necessarily overall ranking. Like, it's got to be in the category of blonde ale, golden ale, rather. dude, but this is solid 4. I mean, it's just light. It's no one can say anything negative about this beer. However, it doesn't stand out enough for anyone to be like, dude, you got to try this fucking beer because it's light, it's this, it's that. You think it would be like this, but it's got hoppy, it's thicker. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just, it's a good, solid, quality beer that I would take over any mass-produced.
Right, and I think that's
Golden
kind of. I
ale.
think this beer is designed that you can go to the Thomas and Mack Center and put this on tap.
You
next
watch
to
a French guy play?
nothing to do with the fucking Chicago Bulls.
What the fuck is that guy's name?
I don't know, Jason.
I'm going to ask Gemini.
Here's the point: is that you can put this beer next to a Bud Light, a Budweiser, a Heineken, a Stella, or whatever, and people will pick, or a Tecate,
Or Tecate.
or people will pick this and still taste it and not be like grossed out or think it's like a craft beer. They'll be like, "Oh, that's good." And again, it's branded UNLV and all that too. So it's a
You know
smart.
how
it's a
stoked I
smart
am? We
move,
had somebody
dude.
like write in.
By the way, I am also a 3.95. So you win, as in your metrics. You win.
I won again. Dude,
You win
we should have a
again.
win. Do we have the
All right.
win-loss record?
For the love of God, we scored the beer. It's time for.
It's a time killer and vein filler.
All right, Jason. You pretend like you're not ready, but you are fucking ready. We talked about what the time filler vein killer is, and we're going to see how I do today on the score.
Noah Essengue. That is who the Bulls drafted.
Okay, man. Awesome. Time for time killer vein filler, you absolute knob.
All right. Do we have an extra drinking beer? Because I crushed that one. So today's game is, what do we call it? Who said that shit? AKA.
Who said that shit?
What you say, bitch?
Can I do a bumper like right now? Who said that shit?
Yeah. Or you can do what you say, bitch.
What you say, bitch?
That's a better name. We'll call this one what you say, bitch. So,
Well,
because-
like we're being offensive to the people that make the quotes. Then what you say, bitch?
What?
But who said that shit is less disrespectful.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's not be disrespectful to the people.
No, but
here.
somebody says something, you're like, what? What you say? What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about?
See, if I did that, then people are like, fuck, that guy's old again. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
are
be
old.
careful.
Yeah, you are.
I gotta be
fucking-
careful. I
Your
gotta be
age is
careful.
showing again. Tuck it in.
Yeah. So okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I was thinking about like I walk you through it a little bit, but I'll walk it through. Let Personal Jesus know or Beer Jesus. Who sings Personal Jesus? What song is it? Who's saying that?
No idea.
Yeah, you do. Was it REM?
No idea.
Personal Jesus.
Your age is showing like
Okay.
you're digging a
Okay,
deeper hole.
Dude, I've seen this. I've seen these fucking reels recently where people start like at random bars. They just They start playing Whitney Houston and they just random people. They'll pick somebody to just really try to hit the fucking notes like Whitney Houston. Dude, it's fucking hilarious seeing these drunk guys just going and like really trying and how awful they are. It's fucking awesome. But anyways, that was a detour. Back on track. I'm thinking about Noah Essengue and sports and athletes, and I thought about like, hey, let's have Matthew. I'm gonna say some famous quotes from athletes that are not motivational, just random famous quotes. I'll give you a hint, and you gotta guess who in the fuck said that shit. Okay?
But who said that shit?
And who said that shit? All right. Quote number 1: booze, broads, and bullshit. If you got all that, what else do you need? Do you know who that is?
Rodman.
Dude, that was a good guess, but no.
Oh, wasn't Rodman? Oh, these are, and they're not all basketball players, right?
They're not all basketball. I started with basketball, but then I came
Charles
across...
Barkley.
Ooh, good one, but no.
Damn.
Here, I'll give you a hint. Will Ferrell would play him.
Oh,
He did a really good impression.
Bill Walsh. Larry Bird. Oh, God, I don't know.
Okay, Will Ferrell. No, he did that. This guy had thick black glasses. Think of where I might be going next month and what a game I just said I was going to go see.
I understand. I don't. Bill Lampy. I don't know.
I just said I was going to a Cubs game. Does that help?
Cubs. Mm-mm.
Announcer.
Oh. Hi. Harry Carey.
Yeah.
Harry Carey. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, you gave me too many hints. I no point for me. That is officially a who said that shit because I did not know. All right,
That was a good.
That was good. though.
Booze, broads, and bullshit. If you got that, what else do you need?
I could not see
fucking
Harry
love it,
Carey
dude. It's
saying
fucking-
that now. So okay, great.
Dude, this motherfucker would say, like, I used to love, like, he'd get liquored up and then just start saying names backwards. Sammy Sosa's sauce backwards. Like, what, dude? Why?
Sauce backwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
He just, like, dude, you gotta look at some of those clips. It's fucking hilarious.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. If a tie is like kissing your sister, losing is like kissing your grandmother without her teeth. Who said that shit?
Say it one more time from the
If a
fucking
tie-
top, dude.
If a tie is like kissing your sister, losing is like kissing your grandmother without her teeth. Which, by the way, if I had to kiss my grandmother, I'd be like teeth out. Anyways, go on. Who do you think that said it?
Can you give me the sport?
Baseball.
I was picturing baseball. Like I was picturing a manager of baseball.
And I want to say Kansas City.
Is that really? Oh, George Brett?
Bang.
Bang! Who said that shit? I appreciate you.
All right,
Thank
dude.
you.
All right, dude.
I actually pictured like a white old guy, and so George Brett in like the 80s,
He's white and
would
old
just
now.
be like, but that's like the same dude. You know what I mean? With the oh god, that is George Brett. Oh wow, okay.
All right, here. I know I'm going to get got, but I'm going to get mine more than I get got, though.
Muhammad Ali,
No.
Charles Barkley.
No.
Damn it! I was so confident.
I know
there.
I'm going to get got, but I'm going to get mine more than I get got, though.
Shannon Sharp.
Dude, you were in the fucking ballpark,
Come
bro.
on, Skip.
I'll give you a hint.
No, I wanted to know hands. Hold on. Karl Malone.
Nope. Can I tell you what he drives?
Yeah.
A golf cart across a college football field. I'm only here because I don't get fined.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn.
Marshawn.
I know I'm going to get
Marshawn
got.
video was him. I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get got. Okay, that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
My-
mine more than I get got, though.
My brother-in-law
I fucking
taught
love that
me
shit,
the
bro.
word blicky. Are you familiar with the word blicky? It's like a pistol, like a gun. And I like learned that word. And like 2 weeks later, I was watching Marshawn Lynch. That's a blicky, and I was like, ah! I felt so cool that I knew what he said. I was like, oh, I'm in it.
Dude, his fucking quotes are the best, man. I've seen.
That's good.
There was this show back in the day. It was I don't even know if it was still on. Who was it? A Conan O'Brien's like a detective show where they would like play like it was on Netflix. They had like there would be a detective and they bring a celebrity on. They wouldn't tell him no.
It was like a prank show.
No, yeah, but no, Conan O'Brien was on it one time. I think it was a Will Arnett show where he played the cops, and then they were, dude, Shintuk, look that shit up. Anyways, Marshawn was on there. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Marshawn is like the best.
Yeah, no, he's the
Not
best
only is he
because
fucking
he's authentic. He's just
Dude.
real.
In terms of vibrations, authenticity vibrates the highest.
Okay, I don't know what the
That's
fuck that means.
That
Some
means
hippie shit.
Mercury's in retrograde.
he's on
Anyways,
flame.
here we go.
Oh, hit me. Who said that shit?
Who said that shit? When you get that nice celebration coming into the dugout, you know you're gonna get your ass hammered by guys. There's no better feeling than having that done.
From the top, one more.
When you get that nice celebration coming into the dugout and you're getting your ass hammered by guys, there's no better feeling than to have that done.
Sammy Sosa.
No, it's close. He played with him, I think.
Oh.
He's a baseball player, for sure. And he did play for the
From the
Cubs. I
Cubs.
don't know if they played at the same time. But this is from the 2008 MLB playoffs. He loves getting his ass hammered by guys. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Give me his first name.
Matthew. You might not know his name. I mean, if I said his name, it's not like a household name.
I should know this. I don't know. I give up. I really don't know.
Okay, I'll give you another. Last name is kind of like an escalator. If it's broken.
I don't know.
Matt Stairs.
No idea. Honestly,
Okay.
doesn't even
But
ring.
you got. So my hint was good.
Doesn't
You
even
guessed-
ring a
You guessed
bell.
a broken elevator or broken escalator.
Yeah,
stairs.
but still, like that
Okay.
name, to be honest with you, doesn't even like ring.
All right,
I
all right,
feel
here.
embarrassed. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I remember that. No, I have
Yeah,
no
it's okay. I just like that one. That one's a funny one. If that man was on fire and I had to piss to put him out, I wouldn't do it. I hate him and I will never respect him.
That sounds like Charles Barkley. Like it's not.
No.
I keep going to him because he says all this shit.
He says some crazy shit.
What sport? Basketball?
This is football.
What?
And I'll tell you, it's about Roger Goodell. If that man was on fire and I had to piss to put him out, I wouldn't do it. I hate him and will never respect him. This guy hates Roger Goodell so much he wouldn't piss on him, even if he had a jellyfish sting.
Was it a former coach or player?
Player. AK's favorite team.
I was gonna I was gonna say Le'Veon Bell.
No. Well, that's a good guess, though. That's that team.
Yeah, that was gonna be my first guess.
And this guy doesn't have the same hair.
Oh, Antonio Brown.
Nope.
Oh, what?
Linebacker. Think linebacker.
Hold on. Famous. I was gonna say Willie. What's it?
Willie Galt. That's a bear. No.
Oh, no. His son plays for the fucking team now.
James Harrison?
You got it.
James
Ding,
Harrison?
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
Who
James
said
Harrison.
that shit?
God damn, it took me a second. I was trying to
All
think
right,
of
all right.
Yeah, James Harrison Jr. plays for the team right now as a cornerback.
I think we got a couple more left here. Ready?
Okay.
It's kind of like watching your mother-in-law go off a cliff in the Cadillac. You know, you got mixed feelings. It's a coach. Football coach. College football coach.
Doesn't even like nothing here, but let me just guess.
University of Minnesota.
What? Minnesota? Oh my God! I was gonna go like a big name, one of the top like 10 football coaches all time.
No, this guy's got a lot of good quotes. Which, by the way, when I was looking up quotes, you know, Yogi Berra's got a lot of fucking sarcastic ass, funny shit. Like that dude, I would party with.
I would party with Yogi Berra. What are you fucking 45?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yes, I'm 45. Bitch.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean that clock.
I would fucking hang out with that dude and be like, dude, tell me some more of your Yogiisms. They're hilarious.
All right. Anyway, dude. All right. Go.
It's kind of like watching your mother-in-law go off a cliff in a Cadillac. You know, you got mixed feelings. I fucking think it's funny.
You tell me. I don't even know Minnesota. Any coach from Minnesota ever?
Yeah, Bob Green.
Fucking no idea.
That's what I said. That's the one I was like, I don't know, but I like the quote.
Too niche. You need to go like star people.
I know,
you
but
know,
I was
top
I was,
5, top 10 in every
okay.
category.
All right. How about
These
this?
are all so niche.
I'd never buy my girl a watch. She's already got a clock over the stove.
That's a gross quote. Why would you pick that one?
Because
is that how you feel?
Yes.
Okay, seriously. It's gross.
There's real clocks over the stoves. Every stove has a clock.
That, but like, it's a gross. This had to be from like the 80s or 90s.
You've said his name earlier.
Charles Barkley. Mm-hmm. Fucking the one I don't think is Charles Barkley is fucking Charles Barkley.
Right, because he says some dumbass shit just for joke
I'll never
purposes.
buy my girl a watch.
Right,
There's
that's
one
why
over the stove.
That was pretty good. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny because like he says that shit for like him and Shaq's back and forth are always hilarious.
Man, that shit's funny. My name is Shaq. Why am I constantly sounding like I'm out of breath?
Why does he sound like he's?
I don't know.
he's
What's
just the way
funny is
his
a dude
voice
from
works.
SNL that would play him like cross-eyed is hilarious because like
I don't know what the cross-eyed.
because it's like he doesn't really have a cross eye, but sometimes it kind of goes. All right, here's our last quote. For 5 years, I felt like the best prostitute in a high-class whorehouse, but all the other girls got paid more than I do. For 5 years, I felt like the
What
highest-paid
sport?
prostitute in a high-class whorehouse, but all the other girls get paid more than I do.
That sounds like football.
It's basketball.
Did I mention his name earlier?
I don't know, but I will tell you. I'll give you a little hint. He once had somebody show up at his door in Vegas and had Carmen Electra hide under the blankets because he had to
Dennis
get,
Rodman.
Yes.
So I said, did I say his name earlier? That was
Yeah.
I was going to say Rodman. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That was the first name I said earlier, so that was
It was.
Rodman. Okay, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I did pretty good. I did bad. I think overall I would have failed the test. I was like 50%, but like I'm proud I knew some of those.
Dude, that was.
I did some. Like I have a decent sports knowledge, right? Like I'm not a full-on nerd metalhead like gamer guy.
Agreed.
Right? Like I can hang a little.
That was
just some of the guesses. Okay, all right. I want to prove my cred here. So.
that was a good. Who said that shit?
Who said that shit?
Dude, that's what I want to do.
Man, who said that shit?
I want to do like the deepest, like most aggressive.
Dude, you know how
Man,
you
who
know how
said
we get one of the
that
buffers to do the
I'll do a
time
bumper.
killer, the buffers to do the bumper.
Bumpers.
No, but the buffer. We're gonna get one of the buffers to do. And now it's
Oh,
time for
the
the
buffers to do a bumper.
yeah for the time killer vein
A
filler.
buffer bumper
A
with
buffer
Beer
bumper.
Jesus.
Right. Oh, dude, that'd be great.
A buffer bumper with the Beer
But
Jesus.
then we need like to get
Let's get
Charles
Beer Je-
Barkley.
Let's get Beer Jesus on the show. I feel like he could
deserves
use his
to,
knowledge.
He fucking
dude.
deserves to be on the show. There's no question. But we do definitely need to get like Charles Barkley to do like the games. Who said that shit?
Man, who said that shit? It's called
True or false, bitch. Like we
Dude,
need people.
I understand that. You're okay. If you want, I can pull up the financials. If you want to invest in, you want to take you need to expend more to support the show. If you want to take that budget and go to Cameo and get some celebrities to do bumpers for us, that's on you. All right, I'm not going to tell you to do that. But there is a number that you could spend.
Sometimes
I was actually just hoping the number that you don't spend on the show keeps going up, and then you just buy us brand new mics.
Gold plated. I want a gold mic. I want a gold mic that comes out.
We need a legit podcast.
How much
mic.
can we get like the mic that comes out and like, hey?
We can't hear this house, but we need new mics. We like these SM58s are great. We need like official like podcast mics. And so I'm just hoping that
gold.
Like I just keep spending money on the beer and the subscription for our podcatcher. So you eventually have to buy us mics for the show.
I will. I'm going to start with mine. It's going to be gold.
Bullshit. You and my we're gonna.
Dude,
same
you don't
time.
even give me one of these like fucking. What is this thing?
Decibels.
What is that thing? What is that thing?
We have the decibels. This is the pop filter.
Yeah, I like it.
We want
I
the
don't
ones
even
with
have
the built-in pop filters.
Yeah,
it's fine. We'll
Gold.
talk about this later.
Gold.
Shut up, Jason.
We should go to the main discussion at some point.
Yes, go to the.
We're running out of time.
It's time for that main discussion, where just like today's beer, our emotions are bottled and canned. This might be the most rushed main discussion of all time. Again, there's so many moving parts. We wanted to make
Are they
sure
bottled or are they canned? The emotions.
Fuck, dude.
I'm trying to move it along.
I'm the one rushing, but you're right. We've got to follow the format. Welcome to the main discussion.
Are they emotions bottled or canned?
Oh, Jay, a little bit of both.
Okay, cool.
Usually the emotions are a little bit of both. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Main discussion centered around the name of a beer. Our beer, Rebel Spirit. What is to you a rebel spirit? When is it good to be a rebel? And when is it bad? And I want you to think about stories of rebellion. Like
So
instantly, what does that
within the
bring to
last
mind?
year, I legitimately started. Well, within the last 12 months, I started watching.
Star Wars?
Thank you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So the rebellion's hitting like the Star Wars nerve right now. Oh,
Right. Like, and I was like, and I just mentioned my buddy one day. I was like, yo, depending on what side you look at this, like the rebellion could, I mean, they're filming this from one side of the argument, right? The other side has a totally different perspective. Like these guys might actually, like, you could paint this whole series if you flipped it and make it look like the rebellion is actually the terrorists. Like you can flip the whole thing. So it made me like, that's what I thought about. I was like, huh, it depending on your perspective. Like if you ask, okay, what we call, like we talked about Independence Day, right? Like the what the fuck was that war called, dude? What do we call the war?
Are you the Civil War?
No, not the Civil War, bro. That was way after our war against
shit.
just
the Revolutionary War.
right. Okay, so we.
I'm sorry. You're right. That was I. Okay, I told you my brain is fried. I'm cooked right
I was
now.
did I tell you I was on the corner
So
where
I
Crispus
cannot
Attucks was
believe
shot? Anyway,
I fucked that up. I'm sorry.
so yeah. So, anyways, my thought is like, what the Revolutionary War? What do they call that shit in England? Depending on what side of the fucking pond you're on, is that what they call it? The pond?
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, whatever side of the pond you're on, depends on how you fucking look at it. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right, and I think,
Like depending on if you're in the
I'm
north or
gonna
the south,
I'm
depends on
gonna
how you look at the Civil War.
dude, I'm usually like today has been my motor skills are down, my memory's down, my like enunciation's down. I'm just off today because I'm exhausted from traveling all week. Okay, so forgive me here, but history is written by the victor is the most simple way to put it, and there's a more eloquent like version of that quote. Like history belongs,
Doesn't mean that-
but basically
That doesn't mean they were in the right though.
correct.
Not
But I'm
always.
just saying, whoever wins the war gets to write the history, right? Like that's the key thing. And so I think that goes on to everything through ancient times. You know, the whoever won gets to say they were the insurgents, they were the bad guys. And I'm not applying that to any specific scenario. Oh my God, don't take me any further than that. But
Let's really get into politics here.
Please don't. For the
Oh,
love
God,
of God,
no.
I don't want to talk about any war in the last 100
Okay,
years. Like
but we're talking about
100
we're talking about when it's okay to rebel, right?
Yeah, like okay, yeah, but what is a rebel spirit? Because I think
there are people that have that rebel spirit baked in. Let's start there, right? You've known people in your life that just have this sense of rebellion fucking baked into who they are. And it comes from, like, again, that authenticity. We just joked earlier about Marshawn Lynch. I think that is like the rebel spirit. That is exactly the type of player that defines it. It's like he's not just being a contrarian to be a contrarian. He's being himself, but his self is a rebel.
So
he rebels
I would say
against
this.
the
I had
moment.
this conversation with somebody the other day. I was like, actually, here, when I pulled up, we're talking about like trying to fit into a box of what we think our job description or titles should be. And I was like, I don't want anybody ever fucking doing that, because this person had figured that out.
Yeah.
I want you to be authentic. How you would fucking do it is how you fucking do it. That's the way to do it. Very easy, right? And I go, we don't have to try and conform. We just need to be authentic. And that's just what it is, right? Like,
Right.
And sometimes being authentic comes across as being rebellion. So the rebellion, it could have good and it could have bad. It depends on the intentions, right?
Yep.
Um,
Totally.
I'm all in favor of people expressing themselves, right? Because we all have reasons why we want to express ourselves, or why we need attention, or why we need pats on the back, or why we even act out, whatever. You know, I've always said this before. I don't have to fucking understand everybody's fucking what the fuck they do, but there is never an excuse not to treat people with like respect and like they matter. Everybody fucking should be treated with respect and like they matter. Period. There's no
Everybody.
excuse. There's no reason not to.
Everybody.
Right. So that said,
Except for those guys.
Matt.
No, those guys.
oh yeah, those guys that we should be.
Those ones.
something different.
All right, keep going.
But-
keep going.
But no, my point is that like if everybody spent their time rebelling on like, and I don't mean like in a negative way, because there's a way. Talk about this, like being in sales my whole life, or not my whole life, because that'd be weird. I didn't work when I was a kid, but everything's about positioning, getting buy-in, right?
Okay.
So you can. What is that fucking light?
Just do the show.
It's
Just
really
keep
distracting.
talking. Just do the show.
Okay.
You need a
So-
key light on this face. It's getting too
This
dark.
is fucking handsome.
I wanna
It's
light
a
you
good motherfucking
up.
face,
I'm
bitches.
trying to light you a little better.
Light
And
me up.
I'm just let me produce.
Put the fucking halo.
Just let me produce.
Okay.
Just talk.
All right, let me
You're the
get in front of the
handsome
light.
one. You're the talker. Just talk.
Anyways, so you talk about like, I think rebellion could have a good connotation and a bad connotation. You just broke that shit.
I'm just kidding. It's
no.
magnetic.
But no, I think you should. Here's why I think rebellion is really good: is when people just don't ever challenge the status quo. You know, like you learn something as a kid, and you're like, oh, well, I believe this and this. Well, why? Like, you should be inquisitive. You should find out why. You should do things your own way. Whatever job we're in, whatever we do for a living. Listen, I'm going to go through my trainings. We talked about how you hosted trainings back in the day, and I questioned some shit. Matt, you're whatever. I'm going to take what you said. There might be one or two things that I think those two things are going to incorporate into how I do it, but I'm not going to change what I'm doing. I'm going to adapt just a little bit to incorporate what this person is saying. Or the reverse could be true. They're going to teach me about all these things. How can I still be me? How can I do what they're asking me to do in my way? Right? It depends on how you look at it. So I think rebellion can be a very good thing if it's all about just being authentic. And I think you should question for the greater good, right? Like, hey, we were all raised a certain way. Maybe my mom was like, hey, you should do this shit or you should do that shit and this is this. Why? Because that's just the way it is. Okay, well, that doesn't fucking fly with me. Give me an explanation, right? So when I have kids, which I'm not going to, but if I did, I'd be like, I'll give you all the explanations. And I would tell my kid, hey, if you don't like the way we fucking do shit, you're more than welcome to adapt it and make it your way. You know what I mean? Like, rebellion could be a good thing.
I like the way you're like thinking about that. Like, there's a good through line there to what you're saying, right? Like, rebellion doesn't have to be evil, right? I think that's
Right,
usually
exactly.
the term we apply to it is like, oh, you rebel from the norm, you rebel from the rules, you rebel from the law. But I think it's the opposite.
Sometimes
like,
it's more about inclusion.
You
is
rebel
rebelling.
from evil. You rebel from inequity. You rebel from injustice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally agree where, and again, like, I'm kind of rushing through this for a number of reasons, but like I
You got
think
dinner,
I know
photo shoot.
no, it's just my son's birthday's coming up, and we got a photographer, and we got to meet her at the park. Anyway, no, dude, it's like I always saw myself like as a rebel, like the way I dress, and like everything, the music I listen to, the stuff I'm into, like it's always very like counterculture. It's always very like contrarian. It's always very so like I always rebel from the norm as much as I can. So there's a part of my like personality that just gravitates to stuff that like is not for the masses, and that's so comfortable for me. I'll find myself gravitating away from things that I like, and they get popular, and it makes me like them less because it's like now people are on to the stuff I like, and that's less fun for me. That's my rebellion from like
Because it was like deep cover,
the mainstream. It's like
right?
rebellion
And now
from the
your favorite
zeitgeist.
brand's gonna be like, listen, we went mainstream, so now we gotta make the masses happy and not make the
Correct.
small
And again,
niche. We were niche, now we're masses, and it's like it kind of detracts.
Right. So
However, just as a
Hit
side
me,
note,
yeah.
as a devil's advocate, some of those bands or whatever might want to sell out for the masses or whatever, but we only get to live once, and you can only create the security you need for your family once. So if somebody's asking me not to compromise my morals or my values, but to adapt a little bit to attract a larger audience, I might do it because I think it's what's in the best interest of my family. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure. And
right?
that-
Like,
but
because
that- but-
the idea of selling out not necessarily is a bad thing. I don't think
Okay.
that selling out could be a good
Right,
thing.
okay.
Depending on the intention behind the reasons
Right.
why you make the decisions you make.
Right, but I think exactly is like there's parts of my personality that hit there and want to do that, but then I'm smart enough, like what you're talking about, where you make concessions. Like that rebel spirit will give concessions. I've dedicated my life to corporate jobs, to climb the ladder and create this for my family. I didn't say fuck that. I'm gonna be a bartender and a bar back and a fucking roadie for my, you know what I mean? Like I didn't rebel all the way to the point. Exactly. So I think you're right. Like, and then furthermore, like I hated bullies. I would never rebel against the weak or like the unhelped or like whatever. The moment someone was like a bully or being mean to like people or staff, I yelled at a guy like very politely in front of my wife the other day. Like he cut in line, and I just walked up to him and was like, hey man, all these people have been waiting. He stood 2 people behind me. It wasn't that he was taking my spot. It was taking everyone else's. But I'll rebel against the norm and be like, hey, I'm just going to stand up for like what I see is like right in the moment. But I'll like rebel against like the assholes and like the bullies versus like the weak and the meek. So
Some of the things that I regret the most in life or beat myself up is not saying what I needed to say when it needed to be said.
I suffer from that in my interpersonal relationships. I'm way better in strangers. Like I'm braver. I am louder. I say exactly what needs to be said. But when I love them, it's family or friends, it's harder to like rebel and say what needs to be said. I agree.
I agree. I've had situations like that where I didn't say what I needed to say when it needed to be said because of I just overthought a lot of things, dude. And one of the reasons in the last few years, I started fighting and boxing, even at my age, is because that shit was bothering me because I felt chicken shit for not rebelling when I needed to rebel for the right reasons, right? And when I look back at it, I go, fuck, I was a kid. I was scared, whatever. I'm not, it's weird. I'm no longer embarrassed about being a chicken shit. It's just fucking what it was, dude. I was scared, whatever. And if it happens again and I don't do something, whatever. I was fucking too scared to say some shit, and I wish I didn't, but I'm going to learn my lessons, move on. I think in the last few years I've become, I don't know, just fucking things, dude, happen. And I've become way more comfortable with at least being honest with myself and being like, I should have rebelled here and said something, and I haven't. And the other thing I've learned is that, like, I've learned to, when I'm rebelling, maybe because of what I've fucking done for a living, is I've gotten really good at doing it in a way that gets buy-in. That's not just like argumentative.
But that rebellion is driving proper change, positive change. You're not using your powers of rebellion for evil to change it for your benefit or for someone, like for your team. You're doing it for the greater good.
Yeah, like sometimes I look at somebody like you might have a bad interaction with somebody. You'd be like, dude, I'm going to tell that motherfucker I'm going to fucking choke this bitch out. Right? And then you're like, hey, man, listen, the way you did that, listen, I appreciate everything you do, everything you bring to the table. We need this, we need that. Like there's a lot of good shit here. Problem is, I think you're a little misunderstood. And people are taking it as though you're
Blank.
right.
Yeah.
You and it comes across like you're an ass when you're not being fucking trying to be an asshole. I get it, but they don't. Can you help meet them in the middle? I'll explain and I'll talk to them and say, hey, man, cut this motherfucker some slack. Because to me, sometimes being the rebel is like, we need a certain level of change. And how do I get both sides to, like, how do I be the mediator between both sides to get the change that we need? Well, it can't just be do this or you're fucking out. Even though that's what it feels like is the right thing
I
to
love
do.
the word intermediary. That's what you need
it's
to
like,
be.
like you got to fucking balance and be like, why are you so soft? I'm not soft. We wanted the group to work cohesively for this goal. That's what I did. I planted the fucking seed. Somebody the other day said, like, dude, you're so good at planting the seed. I go, it seems to be better if I plant some sort of seed, if I understand,
right,
and make it your idea
exactly.
without asking you, however it is.
It's like the rebellion you would experience is way harder if you do it the wrong way. But if you plant the seed and you let them incept it into their own minds, you don't have to deal with them as much. It's
right.
your own form of rebellion, and you're quelling the opposite
right.
rebellion.
I'm asking a question to cast a little bit of doubt in your current way of thinking, right? I'm asking a question to get you to kind of open up to there's more perspectives than just your own.
Yeah.
Like asking questions to see, wouldn't it make more sense if we all got together somehow, right? Right? Like, I've known people in my life where in order to rebel against them, the best way to do it is to play devil's advocate. There's the best way, like, hey, I was thinking about this shit. It's like reverse psychology. I was thinking about this shit, but then I thought it was bullshit because whatever I say, they think is bullshit. So if I say I thought about this, but then it was bullshit, then now that person is going to be like, maybe it's not bullshit. And it feels manipulative, but the point is,
Again,
is that,
you're using your own rebellion for positive change.
right? Because the overall good is this. So like it depends. Like the rebellion thing is a very interesting thing because it depends. Like to me, everything depends on the intention. Like right, like. You can manipulate somebody, but it's only manipulation if it's a fucking bad thing. If it's for the greater good, then it's persuasion. Like, what? You still fucking manipulated a goddamn person in the situation.
You're still using the spirit
right,
that
it's
you
just
have.
not selfish. It's
right.
for the overall good, even though, like, it's interesting. So I would say, like, but going back to the lighthearted stuff, it is, like we talked about before, it is fun to, like, rebel and break rules as long as the rules are, it's always fun to rebel. If you do it in a fun way, doesn't seem as bad,
I do know that we are way fucking over on time, and you just kept talking there for a long time, so I just let you go. No, I mean, just in general, I wanted to end 5 minutes early, so we're 7 minutes over where I wanted to end. I was hoping to end like before an hour, but
good night, Jesus.
No, I mean,
but listen,
good night,
Jesus.
Shout out to the Beer Jesus. We're gonna name this episode We Thank the Beer Jesus. So
yes.
That is literally what we're going to name it. But no, dude. And again, I hate that we're rushing out. I feel like we also fucked up by like starting the main discussion at like the 45-minute mark because we dicked around too early. So I wanted to like wallow in this topic. I have like 8 more angles on this. You were riffing so well, so I fucking hate myself.
Bro,
but
you should just cut me off. I talk too much.
No, I'll let you. I was hoping you would look at the clock one of the 8 times I was looked at the clock to give you the signal to look at the clock. But don't worry,
I was freestyling.
You were fucking flowing. It was great shit. So again, I just wanted to let you go. So anyway, that was my rebel spirit and telling you to shut the fuck up so we can close out.
All right.
Shoot us a fucking email, bottledandcannedpod, all spelled out, @gmail.com. And we're at bottledandcannedpod, all spelled out, on TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram. Jason is hitting you guys with full episodes on YouTube, on Twitch for a few days, and then clips on our TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram.
Yeah, trying that shit. I've never done Twitch, by the way. I don't know why you keep saying that.
I think you've got to add
Twitch.
one extra good night tonight. 2 people.
All right. Good night, Sweden. Good night, Beer Jesus.